contest, so you'll want to stick around for that. Middletown wearing the white shirts, gold pants, kicking off left to right. CD East in the all black, and they boot the ball. And running back to get it at the 10-yard line and having nowhere to go is Derek Shields. And that's where the Raiders take him down at the 11-yard line. So poor field position to start things off for the struggling CD East Panthers under head coach Earl Mosley. And this has been a program, Steve, that just has not been able to turn things around over the years.
Central Dauphin East a few years ago was playing in Mid-Penn Division I, and they were having a rough time up there and decided to come back down to Mid-Penn 2, and they're still not having a good time of it. They do have a lot of kids, so they do have the potential to bring up a good team here sometime.
Backs are in the eye. Rashad Bacon is your quarterback. Quick throws the pass to the outside to Shields. He cannot hold on. It is incomplete, brings up a 2nd and 10 for CD East at their own 11-yard line. And let's run down the starting lineups because Rashad Macon is the quarterback, a 5'11 senior. Fullback is Alan Livingston, a 5'10 sophomore, and Andrew Fountain is the 5'10 senior tailback, along with, the tight end is Andrew Fountain. The halfback is Otis Martin, a 5'9 senior. Backs are in the eye with a split near side and a wide far side. 2nd down and 10. Macon over center. Gives the draw play off to the left side. And it's Otis Martin carrying it out near the 18-yard line. It will bring up a 3rd down and about 3 for the Panthers.
Otis Martin had a big hole that time through the left side of the line, and Damian Floyd was there on a stop for the Blue Raiders.
Keep in mind, this is the last game of the suspension for Randy Hefner and Tyrone Noon. Those two had to sit out the first 3 games of the season for academic ineligibility, and they will be back starting next week. They will be big pluses to the Raider offense. Give up the middle this time to Alan Livingston. He will go nowhere, and it will bring up a 4th down and 2, and the punting unit comes in for the Panthers.
And Livingston that time trying to go right up the middle, but Middletown defensive line was all over that play. He had nowhere to go, and the punting unit will see its first action tonight.
So the Raiders stop CD East on East's first offensive drive of the game. Back to receive for Middletown, Mike Treader, and also Bill Baker. Treader back from that knee injury suffered last week. Here's the punt, a nice long spiral, sending Bill Baker all the way back, grabbing it off the bounce at the 30, dodges 1 tackle, gets outside to the 35 or 40, another tackle busting, he gets up to the 46-yard line. Excellent return by Bill Baker. You got to give some credit on that punt as well. That was a blast.
That was a long punt, 50 yards before Baker finally ran it down, returned it for 15, so a net punt of 35 yards for the Panthers.
So the Raiders get it 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Corey Bristello and Mike Treader split in the backfield. Raiders with a slot to the near side. Leonard Brown over center. Raiders going left to right here early in the first quarter. Give Treader sweeping the left side. Tries cutting up the middle, gets tackled from behind. Taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 4, brings up 2nd and 6.
It looked like that play was meant to send Treader around the far side. Didn't like what he saw, so he cut it back up the middle, and some Panthers caught him from behind.
Damian Floyd is split to the near side. It's a double wing with a single setback. 2nd and 6 for the Raiders. Leonard Brown, back to pass, throws near side, but too high for Treader. Got a hand on it. And it hit the ground. Brings up a 3rd and 6 for the Raiders.
Yeah, Damian Floyd has been doing rather well this year so far, catching the ball for Middletown. In 2 games, he has 9 receptions for 150 yards.
So 3rd and 6 for the Raiders. Slot to the near side. Zeiters and Floyd back to pass. Leonard Brown rolling right. Long throw down the near side. He's got Zeiters. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on. Wide open down around the 20-yard line, and he dropped it.
And that's all you can say about that one. Ray Zeiters just flat out dropped it. He had the defense burned by a good 5 to 7 yards, and he just couldn't hold on to him. Hit him right in the gut. Got to hold on to those.
So it brings up a 4th and 6 at midfield. Raiders bring on the punting unit. Nick Shortenoff standing at his own 38-yard line. Back to receive is Justin Marsh.
Flag.
And now we get a flag. Will be a delay of game against the Raiders.
This is not what Coach Don Guy wants to see right away.
Oh, no, we got an offside already.
No, it's offsides. It's 5 yards nonetheless. Middletown in 2 weeks have been charged with 18 penalties and 211 yards. That's
man.
certainly probably the #1 concern with Mike Don Guy right now. They pick up one early here.
4th and 11 now for the Raiders. They will punt, shorten off, a little bit of pressure, unloads it, end over end, taken back at the 23-yard line. Shields going nowhere, tackled at the 25 by Middletown's Jason Welch.
30-yard punt, so both teams 3 plays and out. And Central Dauphin will take it on their own 25.
So East, second offensive possession of the game. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll go with a split to the near side and a wide to the far side. Backs are in the eye. Give second man through. Hit once, twice, going nowhere is Otis Martin. He will lose a couple yards on the carry.
Good stop there by Glenn Schaefer of Middletown. Got his legs.
They will give him forward progress back to about the original line of scrimmage. So we'll call it 2nd down and 10. Backs line up, that's Livingston and Martin. Quarterback Rashad Macon. Macon straight back to pass, looks right, looks left, looks right, unloads down the sideline, up in the air and batted away. Leonard Brown right there. Good tight coverage on Derek Shields. And the incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down and 10.
Not a lot of people have taken notice to the good pass defense by Middletown over the first 2 weeks of the season. Opposing quarterbacks 7 of 28 for just 137 yards, so that's a 25% completion ratio, and almost any defense would take that.
Well, interesting note to this game is the fact that Leonard Brown's brother plays for CD East. He's only a sophomore, Cliff Brown. Haven't seen any action out of him yet in this contest, though. East on 3rd and 10, play action. Rolling near side is Macon. He'll throw, and it is incomplete. Busted up in the last second by Mike Treader, and a nice flying dive to keep it away from Andrew Fountain. Brings up 4th, and the punting unit comes in.
Yeah, Fountain was pretty much open, but great hustle from Treader. He was behind him by about 2 yards, just put on a burst of speed, and leaped out and just barely got his hands on it to knock it away. Rashad Macon already 0 for 3, passing in the game, and CD East will have to punt it away again.
Well, Eric Pavone comes in to do the punting. Did a nice job on his first punt of the contest. Very little pressure. This one high, end over end. Fair catch called for by the Raiders at the 41. That is Bill Baker who makes the catch, and the Raiders will start off 1st and 10 once again.
No first downs yet in this game. 3 series of 3 and out.
8:38 to go, first quarter, no score. Middletown 1st and 10 at its own 41-yard line. Middletown will go with a slot near side. Backs are split. Leonard Brown, play action, rolling right. He's going to keep it around the near side of the 45, tries cutting up, gets hit from behind down at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of about 8 for Leonard Brown.
There's no question about that one. It was a designed run just for Leonard Brown. He had no intention to throw that football. He just took it from the snap and tucked it away and came to around the near side. Looked like it was more like a counter run. All the blocks pointing to the far side. Still managed to pick up 8 yards on it.
So 2nd and 2 for the Raiders at their own 49. Baker goes wide to the near side. Backs are split. Brown, long count. Gives Treader, sweeping left. Tries cutting off the tackle. He's going to be close to a first down across midfield.
It looks like he's going to be a little bit short here. He needs to get to just past the 49-yard line of CD East, and doesn't look like he has it. He'll be about a foot short. They're going to take time out to measure.
We want to thank our sponsors bringing you Middletown football this season. ER Lighty Company, also Daly's Golf, Fox's Markets, Rhodes Pharmacy, Homestead Plaza Barber Shop. Special thanks to those sponsors who help bring you these games all season long. Can't forget Metzler's Hillsdale Nursery as well. You know what? I think I'm missing someone else.
I know we are.
But we'll think of. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Raiders. Wing to the near side. Backs are split. Sanders goes in motion down to the far side. Give off left side. Big hole for Bristello. Breaks out across the 45 to the 40 for the first down. So Corey Bristello gives the Raiders a first down. 1st and 10 at the 45 of CD East.
Now Central Dauphin East obviously looking for the short yardage play that time. And it looks like they bid on the fake to Treader. They were all looking to stuff Treader, but you got to remember, there's 2 backs in the backfield, and nobody was on Bristello as he ran through the line quite easily.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Wing near side, split far side. Now Baker goes in motion to the far side, giving him a twins. Give us up the middle. Corey Bristello picks up a few on the carry inside the 40 to about the 38. I do remember our final sponsor bringing you football this season on WNSS, and that's the Colonial Inn.
That's the one.
So we especially thank all of our sponsors. It's a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for Middletown. No score. We're midway through the first quarter. Coming up after this contest, immediately following this game, we will have for you Lower Dauphin at Waynesboro with Brian Kaiser and Matt Demme. 2nd and 8. Raiders line up with a trips to the left, and now Middletown wants a timeout. They have realized they took a lot of time on that. We'll step out. No score. Middletown and CD East midway through the first. You're listening to the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
Experience colonial dining in one of Middletown's oldest buildings at the Colonial Inn. They've got home-style cooking with steaks, pasta, seafood, and their famous hot wings. The Colonial Inn features a large sandwich menu with daily lunch and specials. The Colonial Inn is cooking for you Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. till 11 p.m. Stop by after the game with the score and you'll get a special 10% discount on any food purchase. That's the Colonial Inn, Main and Union Streets in Middletown.
Metzler's Hillsdale Nursery in Londonderry Township has a variety of plants and flowers like hollies and azaleas. They sell young plum and crabapple trees. In December, don't forget that Metzler's has Christmas trees. They even have moths. Metzler's is open 8 a.m. till 7 p.m. weekdays, 8 till 5 on Saturdays. That's Metzler's Hillsdale Nursery at Hillsdale Road and Gyers Church Road near Sunset Golf Course in Londonderry Township.
Welcome back. Middletown on 2nd and 8. Comes out with a split backfield, wide far side. No score. Leonard Brown, play action, rolling left. Looks, unloads in the flats left side. Treader picks up the first. He's at the 30 and down to the 26-yard line. Mike Treader, nice little out pattern. Far side of the field, picks up the first for Middletown.
Called a pickup of 12 yards, and see Middletown run that play a lot. The little dump out the Treader in the flats. That time, good for a first down.
So they'll mark it at the 26-yard line. It's the Raiders' second offensive possession of this game. They have 1st and 10 at the 26 of CD East. Slot near side, backs are split. Now we get flags as there is some movement on the line. It appears we're going to get an offside.
I believe it's going to be against Central Dauphin East. And that it is.
So that'll move it 5 yards. Middletown's next home game coming up next Friday night at home against Gettysburg.
Gettysburg.
First meeting there in I don't know how long.
Yeah, Gettysburg's coming off a big loss last week to Central Dauphin. They lost that game 46-7.
We hope to see you at the game next week at Middletown Memorial Field. Make sure you come out and support the Raiders. 1st and 5 now for Middletown. Back split, Baker motion far side. Give up the middle for Stello. Tries breaking a tackle, but gets wrapped up by Jesse Haar. And will gain only a couple yards on the carry. Kickoff next Friday night at 7:30. Middletown fans reminded, if you do come to the game, which we hope you do, make sure you bring your Walkman radio. You can listen to the broadcast as well during the game. 2nd and 3 for Middletown. Backs are split, wing near side. Leonard Brown gives to Treader, sweeping to the near side. He's cutting it outside the 20, tripped up from behind as he goes down at the 16 and will be close to another 1st down. Mike Treader injured last week in the 2nd quarter. Came out in the 3rd quarter and tried running once and was limping a little bit. Early this week, struggled in practice. Said running to his left was okay. Running to his right was having some problems cutting back and felt some pain in the knee. But as the week progressed, strengthened back up, pain went away, and feels pretty good going into tonight's contest.
Yeah, John, they're going to measure out here to see if Treader picked up the 1st down, and looks like he may have it. Of course, I'm looking at it at a ridiculous angle.
And they've got it.
Okay. By the luck of the draw, I guess I got that one right.
We'll give you that one. 5:15 to play in the 1st, no score. Middletown 1st and 10 at the 16 of the Panthers. Wing to the near side, backs are split. Leonard Brown lines up over center. Phil Baker goes in motion to the far side. Brown will give. Corey Bristello off left tackle, driving forward down to about the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 6 yards. And we'll call it a gain of 5. Brings up a 2nd and 5. We'll spot it at the 11 of CD East, Middletown 2nd and 5.
Bristello with 4 carries, 18 yards here in the opening quarter.
It's time for Stello and Treader split. Zeiters wing to the far side. Brown gives Treader, sweeping left, finds always at the 10, the 5, touchdown, Mike Treader. An 11-yard touchdown carry, and the Raiders draw first blood. 6-0 Middletown on an 11-yard Mike Treader touchdown carry. Treader injured last week, and the Raiders shut out as well last week. Gets things going here. And Scott Kleinpeter comes on for the extra point kick.
9 plays, 4 minutes, 19 seconds, and 59 yards on that drive. Biggest play was Treader's touchdown run of 11 yards and completion to Treader for 12.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. We'll step out. 4:19 to play in the 1st. It's Middletown 7, CD East nothing. You're listening to the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
They're America's Most Wanted, and their names are Doug, Bob, Sherry, and Nancy. You can find America's Most Wanted at the Olmsted Plaza Barbershop. They have the look for every man, woman, or kid. The next time you need a haircut, style cut, or perm, make it the Olmsted Plaza Barbershop at the Jamesway Plaza. Open Monday through Friday from 8 until 7, Saturdays 8 till 3. The Olmsted Plaza Barbershop is a proud Blue Raider sponsor.
Welcome back. Landis Field, John Wilsbach, Steve Leedy, and Andy Cochran, our sideline reporter. Fine engineer Tim Starleffer, always on hand to make sure things go smoothly. 7-0 Middletown. Immediately following this game, we have Lower Dauphin at Waynesboro for you. Those Falcon fans tuning in saying, where's our game? Well, you're going to have to wait about an hour and a half or so.
You'd have to drive an hour and a half to get to the game anyway. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Our Brian Kaiser, foreign consultant tonight, out at Waynesboro.
Yeah, we were thinking of getting him an airline ticket to go down there. There's the kickoff. East brings it back. Shields finds a nice opening, goes the outside of the 35 to the 40, and knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Shields following the blocking and then took it outside. Nice run by the 6-foot senior of CD East.
I think Klein Peter actually came up to make this stop, pushed him out of bounds.
So good field position for the Panthers. They're going to mark it at the 43-yard line. First down and 10 for the Panthers.
Panthers have yet to get a first down in this game.
Muma and Livingston are now your backs. Macon over center. Gives up the middle. Livingston picks up a couple as he gets out to about the 45-yard line. So it brings up 2nd and 8 for CD East as Middletown leads 7-0 on an 11-yard touchdown carry by Mike Treader.
CD so far with 7 offensive plays and just 11 yards, including 0 for 3, passing the football.
2nd down and 8. CD East is going to go with 3 wide receivers to the near side, give them the trips formation and a single setback. Macon, straight back to pass, looks right, looks left, looks across the middle, has got time, now scrambles to the right, gets another block, steps up, stops, throws, incomplete. Looking down the right side, now we get a late flag on the far sideline, and it looks like they're going to give an interference penalty against Leonard Brown. If it's not that, it could be a late hit.
Well, he threw right into double coverage. So there were definitely Middletown bodies there.
Didn't look, though, like anyone hit him until after the football passed by.
I didn't see it either, but they did. That's the call, pass interference.
Well, the referee going to pick up the flag down there is getting an earful from the Middletown coaching staff and points to his back, like to say that he was pushed from behind, but call will go against Middletown. Players have been guilty of many penalties in their first 2 games. 1st and 10 for East at the Middletown 39-yard line. Backs are in the eye with a wide near side, split to the far side. Macon gives, 2nd man through, cuts off left side, then looks to go outside. Muma hit by Bristello and then knocked down. He will get to the 32-yard line. Will be a gain of about 8 yards. Todd Muma, the 5'9" sophomore, picks up 8, 2nd and 2 for the Panthers at the 32 of Middletown. Backs are offset in the backfield. Quick pitch outside. Muma sweeping out. Raiders containing and will stop him. Nice tackle by Bill Baker with a little help afterwards by George Perry. That's the name of the game, containing. When you've got someone who's got some good quickness going to the outside, you've got to keep him contained, and Bill Baker doing a nice job there.
And he also did a good job last week at Steel High, pretty much shutting down the option run by Steel High.
Loss of a yard, 3rd and 3 for the Panthers at the 33. Give to Muma up the middle. He will be stopped for no gain on the carry. Once again, it's Bill Baker in on the tackle along with Brian Siders. Got to give Bill Baker some credit. I understand he was very hurt after last week's game where he fumbled the football on 4th and short in that Steel High game in the closing minutes of the contest, and obviously very discouraged after the game, but overall he played a fine game and he's got his head back in it again tonight.
Well, CD is going to go for it here on 4th down and 4 from the Middletown 34-yard line.
4th and 4 at the 34. Back split. Wide near side. Back to pass Macon. Slant in pass. Shields could not hold on. Incomplete.
It almost deflected right into Pristello's hands. Well, it did deflect right into his hands. He just couldn't hold on to it.
Hey,
it really didn't matter because it's 4th down. So
it was a bullet pass, and it's a hard to guard against slant-in pass. But the Raiders will get the football with 1:15 to play here in the first quarter. They lead it 7-0. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at their own 34-yard line. Backs are split, wing to the near side. Split far side. Now Bill Baker goes in motion. Play action. Brown back to pass. Unloads down the near side. He's got George Perry caught at the 45 to the 40 to the 35 and down at the 33-yard line.
But hold everything. There's a flag on the field.
It's going to go against the Raiders. Perfectly thrown pass by Leonard Brown. Perfectly run, caught by George Perry. Saw an earlier perfectly thrown pass to Zeiters that he didn't hold on to, and this one's coming back because of a penalty.
Well, Middletown's keeping up with their average per quarter penalty yards here in the first quarter.
And they keep shooting themselves in the foot.
3 for 30 already. Actually, this one's going to actually be a net loss of about 13, but the holding penalty still only counts for 10. It'll be 1st and 20, we'll call it 22.
First down, and we'll say 21. At the 23. Quick pitch near side. Treader cutting to the outside, following the blocks. Now tries going back in and tackled at the 30, so it's a gain of about 7. Clock counting under a minute to go here in the first. 7-0 Raiders. Brings up a 2nd down and 14. Raiders at their own 30. Pristello and Treader split. Slot far side with Baker and Zeiters. Treader goes in motion far side. Leonard Brown rolling left. Back to pass. Tucks it. Now pulls it out. Decides to throw. It's complete. Far sideline out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Bill Baker picks up about 10 yards on the reception. Even more than that, in fact.
And we'll give him 12 yards on that reception. Good job by Bill Baker. Keep his feet in bounds. He was right up along the sidelines, kept his feet in, and made a reception, went out of bounds.
We played one. It's Middletown 7, CD East nothing. Second quarter coming up on the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
ER Lady Company is a locally owned family business specializing in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. They also do water conditioning. ER Lady provides sales and service and installation of electric, oil, and gas heating units. ER Lady also has 24-hour emergency service, and they give free estimates on all sales and service. That's ER Lady Company of Middletown, 944-0132. That's 944-0132.
Why not choose the pharmacy that does the most for you? At Rhodes Pharmacy, confidence is what we're all about. All prescriptions at Rhodes are double-checked for accuracy, plus Rhodes provides patient counseling, area-wide delivery, 24-hour emergency service, plus friendly, courteous service with a caring attitude. Rhodes Pharmacy is a participating pharmacy for all insurance carriers and HMOs. You don't have to leave town to get discount prices and quality service. It's all at Rhodes Pharmacy of downtown Middletown and 17 West Main Street in Hummelstown.
Welcome back, Middletown. Leading 7-0 as we start the second quarter. They are 3rd and short at their own 44. Backs are split. Give Pristello right side. He'll cut it outside of the 45 to the 50, to the 45, the 40, cuts back up, down to the 30-yard line. Corey Pristello looked like it was just going to be the simple belly dive, and he saw a big opening outside and took it around the end. And the Raiders have it 1st and 10 at the 31 of CD East.
It's a gain of 27 yards. Costello now 5 carries on the game for 45 yards. It's the 5th first down for Middletown. CD East has only 1 because of a penalty.
1st and 10, Brown back to pass looking. He's got to get hit from behind and then dodges a tackle. He's got 2 guys on his back. Now another. He scrambles, still standing. Cuts to the near side and knocked down. He gets close to the original line of scrimmage, but wiped the grease off Leonard Brown because guys were slipping off him like nothing out there.
Now Leonard Brown, he tried to come to the near side, had some black shirts there, trying to cut it back to the far side. Bunch of black shirts there. He went backwards almost to about the 50-yard line, which is 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And eventually gets back to the line of scrimmage, so all that running for nothing.
Yeah, it's like a 40-yard run just to get him back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Back split, wing, right side. Brown on 2nd and 10 will give Treader. Sweeping outside, breaks 1 tackle, cuts it up, and will only pick up a yard on the carry to the 30-yard line.
Jesse Haar, a 5'9", 200-pound sophomore for Central Dauphin East, had a shot to get him in the backfield, but Treader's feet just too quick for him, and we have a injured player for Central Dauphin East on the field. Can't see who it is.
Oh, we'll step out. 10:34 to play here in the 2nd. It's Middletown 7, CD East nothing. You're listening to the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
Metzler's Hillsdale Nursery in Londonderry Township has a variety of plants and flowers like hollies and azaleas. They sell young plum and crabapple trees. In December, don't forget that Metzler's has Christmas trees. They even have mulch. Metzler's is open on Saturdays. That's Metzler's Hillsdale Nursery at Hillsdale Road and Gyers Church Road near Sunset Golf Course in Londonderry Township.
The people here are so friendly. They're just terrific.
Talk about value.
I like Fox's because of convenience, the quality, the prices.
Talk about quality and freshness.
I especially like the meats and the produce.
Let's talk about all the reasons why Fox's Market make you feel good. Fox's Market.
Fox's is a proud supporter of Middletown athletics.
Make you feel good. Fox's Market make you feel good.
Welcome back, Landis Field. 7-0, Middletown, leading CD East. And still have an injured player for the Panthers out there.
Hey, special thanks tonight to Tim Starlip, our refreshments guy. Doing a fine job of
hard at work,
reaching around there and handing us our refreshments. Hey, he's got M&Ms over there.
Oh, he didn't get us any of those. Well, fans, we want to tell you that there might not be football going on in Middletown tomorrow, but right next door in the fine community of Royalton, or as you say it, Steve Leedy, from your home neighborhood, Royalton. It's the Royalton Fall Festival taking place down at Kiwanis Park, and lots of fun down there. Old Gold will be performing in the evening all day long. There's going to be games, lots of food. I just can't touch base. Arts and crafts, various entertainment.
Musical show, I'm sure.
Musical show. We'll be down there broadcasting later in the afternoon. There'll be clowns on hand. All kinds of fun. Our good friend Mayor Judy Oxenford gave us a call and filled us in on all the details. But it's all day tomorrow, 10 to 10 at Kiwanis Park.
Injured player was Sam McElwee for CD East. He walked off the field under his own power.
2nd and 9 for the Raiders. Brown back to pass. Complete to Damian Floyd. Caught at the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A first down for the Raiders. Damian Floyd on the reception.
Gain of 12. Good for a first down. Leonard Brown has thrown 3 complete passes in this game. He's 3 for 5 for 36 yards, and every pass has been for exactly 12 yards.
1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 18 of CD East. Backs are split wide far side. Give up the middle is to Costello. He'll cut left to the 15, then the 10, 5. Touchdown, Corey Costello. 18-yard touchdown carry, and the Raiders now lead at 13-0.
Now, once Pristello cut it around to the near side, he had one man to beat, and that was Derek Shields. He just turned on the jets and burned him outside, and he went to the sideline, and that was it. Middletown up 13-0.
So the first touchdown of the game, an 11-yarder by Treader, this time an 18-yard by Corey Pristello. Klein Peters in for the extra point kick. He was successful on his first attempt, although it wasn't a very pretty kick. Raiders line up. Snap slightly bobbled, but Baker able to get it back down, and Pristello boots it through. We'll step out. Or check that, Klein Peter boots it through. 9:57 to go here in the second. It's Middletown 14, CD East nothing. You're listening to the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
Daly's Golf of Middletown caters to the avid Blue Raider sports fan. Daly's Golf has minor engine repair, oil changes, new tire installation. In fact, they do just about anything automotive. The mechanics at Daly's, Joe, Mark, and Lou, will help you with your automotive needs. Daly's is open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. or Saturday 7 to 5. Daly's Golf at the corner of Main and Spruce Streets in Middletown.
So the Raiders lead at 14-0 on an 18-yard run by Corey Pristello.
And Pristello, at one time he had 4 carries for 18 yards, and now he has 6 for 63. His last 2 runs for 18 and 27 yards. That'll pad the rushing statistics a little bit.
Kickoff by Klein Peter is going to be low. Picked up around the 22-yard line. Muma runs it out across the 40. Check that, Mike Brown out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
That's the second time that Middletown has kicked the ball off, and CD East has been able to get good starting field position out of it.
Now that was Todd Muma running that ball back. First and 10 for the Panthers. Muma and Livingston in the backfield. Lined up in the eye with a slot to the near side. Flag's thrown at the line. We may have an offsides. Looks like blitz was on. A couple guys were creeping up for the Raiders. But maybe they were drawn offside.
That's one thing that faking the blitz can always do, cause one of the offensive linemen to rock a little bit. And of course it wasn't the case that time, as soon as you start talking about it. But
yeah, it looked like it was either Treader or Baker along the near side. Just stepped up a little bit too far. So it gives the Panthers a 1st and 5 at their own 48.
Middletown, 4 penalties, 35 yards so far. CD East only 1 for 5.
Backs offset in the backfield, play action. Macon rolling right, looking, throws down the near sideline, incomplete. Pass intended for Jason Brady, but he was out of bounds and dropped it as well. Picks up a 2nd and 5 for the Panthers.
Yes, good decision by Treader. He knew he was beat, so he had to time it just right for when the ball reached Brady. He just hit him, and he couldn't hold on to the football.
2nd and 5. Middletown leading 14-0. CD East Panthers yet to score a point this season. Slot near side, backs are in the eye, offset. Rashad Macon over center. The late draw on the backfield, gives to move up, breaks a tackle, picks up the first all the way down to the 45. So it's first down for East to the Middletown 45-yard line.
Second first down of the first half for CD East. This is the first one they've earned, though.
Good point. First and 10 at the Middletown 45. Slot once again to the near side. Quick pitch. Muma trying to go outside, goes nowhere. Damian Floyd on the tackle. I understand they had a jersey change, and that is Mike Brownlee wearing the 32.
Okay. Not even listed in the program.
2nd and 10. Backs are in the eye. Back to pass, make it long, throw down the left side, man-to-man coverage, it's complete, but a flag is thrown as well. Will it be interference against Middletown, or will it be a touchdown for Tyrell Johnson? Nick Jortanoff was the player covering Tyrell Johnson on the far side, and it will be interference against the offense. So the Panthers yet to get on the scoreboard, and they will mark it all the way back to their own 40-yard line.
There was definitely a lot of contact over on the far side. Decided to call it against CD East. Looked like Jortanoff did have the good position on the play.
So now East way back. 3rd down and 24, and they want a timeout. We'll step out. 8:17 to go in the second. Middletown 14, CD East nothing. You're listening to the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
ER Lady Company is a locally owned family business specializing in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. They also do water conditioning. ER Lady provides sales and service and installation of electric, oil, and gas heating units. ER Lady also has 24-hour emergency service, and they give free estimates on all sales and service. That's ER Lady Company of Middletown, 944-0132. That's 944-0132.
Welcome back. Landis Field, John Wilsbach, Steve Leedy, Andy Cochran on the sideline with the wireless microphone. Middletown leading 14-0. Coming up immediately after this game, for you tape delay, Lower Dauphin at Waynesboro with Brian Kaiser and Matt Demme. 3rd and long for CD East, making about 24 at their own 41-yard line. Slot far side, making back to pass under pressure. He scrambles, unloads. It is complete to Shields, but way behind the line of scrimmage, and he will be taken back for a loss. Good coverage by the entire Middletown defense that time, covering the backs, the receivers, the quarterback, and now it brings up 4th and, my goodness, about 30.
Credit that play to Casey Coble. He came like a freight train right through the offensive line, and he was on Macon's tail from the word hut, and he just had to unload the ball. Ends up being a loss of another 6 yards.
Malone comes in to do the punting for CD East on 4th and 30, standing at his own 25. Unloads one that takes a bounce right to the hands of Mike Treader at the 26-yard line. He'll cut it up across the 30, up to the 40-yard line. So the Raiders will start 1st and 10 at their own 40, leading at 14-0. Keep in mind, Middletown will be playing a junior varsity football game at home this Monday night, 7 o'clock, against CD East. Those of you who like football on Monday nights, it happens. Give up the middle. Corey Bristello, big hole across midfield to the 45 and down at the 44-yard line in East territory for another Middletown first down.
That's another big run by Bristello. CDE's giving up a big hole up the middle again, and Bristello rips it for another 16 yards. It's got 79 yards.
First and 10 for the Raiders at the 44 of East. Backs are split, slot near side. Leonard Brown, play action, rolling right, looking, throws, complete. Bristello at the 40, the 35, 30, 25, 20. One man to beat, he gets knocked down around the 12-yard line. Nice little pass to Corey Bristello out of the backfield.
It looks like they're going to mark him out at the 10, or we'll call it the 11-yard line. It's pickup of 33 on the play.
So it is spotted at the 11, first and 10 for Middletown. They lead it 14-0. Split backfield, slot near side for Leonard Brown. A lot of movement on the line. We'll get an offsides. Andy Cochran on the sideline informs the CD East offside.
And that will be the call.
So the Panthers hurt themselves as they trail 14-0. So first and 5 for Middletown at the 6-yard line. Slot near side, backs are split. Brown gives Bristello off right side. Hit once, twice, still moving the legs. It's down to about the 3-yard line. 6 minutes to play, second quarter, 14-0 Middletown. We'll spot the ball at the 4-yard line of CD East. Raiders second and short, back split. Give Treader, going left, flag's thrown. He dives into the end zone for a touchdown, but let's see what the call is.
It's thrown right around the area where probably going to see a hold against Middletown, and we will.
So the Raiders with another penalty, it'll be marked back. It'll remain second down. Looks like they'll put it down at the... Is it the 13-yard line?
Yeah, about the 12. It'll be second and 11. Middletown can still get a first down. They got to get it inside the 1-yard line to get it, though.
Second and 11. At the 12, back split, wing right side. Hunter Brown, quarterback keeper, running around the right end. He's got some room, cuts it up at the 10, hit hard around the 5, and that's where he will be taken down.
Well, Leonard Brown that time, again, it was a run the whole way, and he ran into a brick wall. It looked like that was Adam Schickley for CD East, and he just leveled Brown. Picks up 9 yards anyway. Be 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 from the 3 for Middletown. Backs Bristello and Treader, they're split, wing to the near side. Brown will give Bristello, finds a hole off the right side. He dives in for the touchdown. Corey Bristello. 3-yard touchdown carry, and the Raiders now lead it 20-0.
It's Bristello's second rushing touchdown of the night. His first one was 18 yards. This one is 3. Now it's 84 yards here in the first half. Scott Kleinpeter on for the extra point attempt for Middletown. And the snap, hold kick is up, and it is no good.
Got bounced off someone right at the line of scrimmage. Kicked it right into the line.
The old line drive, extra point.
We'll step out. 4:42 to go in the second. Middletown 20, CD East nothing. You're listening to the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
They're America's Most Wanted, and their names are Doug, Bob, Sherry, and Nancy. You can find America's Most Wanted at the Olmsted Plaza Barber Shop. They have the look for every man, woman, or kid. The next time you need a haircut, style cut, or perm, make it the Olmsted Plaza Barber Shop at the James Way Plaza. Open Monday through Friday from 8 until 7, Saturdays 8 till 3. The Olmsted Plaza Barber Shop is a proud Blue Raider sponsor.
Welcome back, Landis Field. John Wilsbach, Steve Leedy, Andy Cochran. 20-0 in favor of Middletown. Raiders kicking off from right to left. It is a surprise squib kick, but CD East was ready for it. Give a lot of credit to Adam Schickley, who was right in the middle, and the Raiders were huddled up, and then all of a sudden they turn around and just quickly squib kick it up the middle. And I'll tell you what, that's a great play, but give a lot of credit to Schickley, able to fall right on it.
Oh, Schickley, he's a starting center for this team. You don't think the guys on the line, they usually don't have good hands, but Schickley just covered it up and fell down. CD's has good field position.
First and 10 for the Panthers at their own 48-yard line. I like that play, though. I like them keeping teams off balance.
That was interesting.
Trips left, back to pass, Macon, under pressure, throws across the middle. That's complete and close to a first down, caught by Alan Livingston. Hey, well, one thing we've seen so far this season by by head coach Mike Dungai, is he is not afraid to mix it up. You know, we've seen the screen attempts, we've seen the pop passes, the slant-in passes, we've seen the hook and ladder, and we're just a few games into the season here. We get a nice quick little trick play up the middle with the quick little squib kick. Some of these plays haven't worked this season, but they will. And there's going to be certain situations for him. It's so nice to see that he's not afraid to go out there and do those type of things. 2nd and 1 for the Panthers at the 44 of Middletown. Macon over center, back to pass. He will be sacked. Jason Welch comes in and makes the tackle around the end immediately. And Welch puts him down at about the 48.
And Macon a little slow getting up. He's got to shake this one off as Welch had nobody on him, and he just grabbed him and threw him to the ground, and Macon looks a wee bit startled, and he's walking off the field.
Macon gets the play call from the coaches, brings up a 3rd and 5. East with the football at the Middletown 48, but the Raiders lead it 20-0. Trips again far side for East with the lone setback of Alan Livingston. Macon back to pass, looks left, throws, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Terrell Johnson. Brings up 4th and 5, and the punting unit comes in.
Looks like Macon still holding his head. Welch got a pretty good shot, pretty good lick on him on that last play. Basically threw him down to the ground, and his head hit at the same time with everything else. And looks like he's going to need a few aspirin at halftime.
4th and 5. Pavone in the punt for the Panthers, standing in his own 41. High snap, pulls it down, plenty of time, but this one shanks off the side of the foot and will go out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
About a 19-yard punt.
Yeah, you could see that it just did not drop right on his foot. Kind of wobbled off to the near side, and that's where the Raiders take over with 2:48 to go here in the second. 20-0 Middletown. So the Raiders break out of the huddle. 1st and 10 at the 29. Backs are split. give to Treader, right side, finds the hole, 30, 35, cuts it up the middle of the 40, and down at the 45-yard line for a first down. Mike Treader bursting through the hole, finding the blocks, cutting at the right places. They'll mark it at the 43. First and 10 for Middletown.
And Treader's got to do a little catching up. He only has 41 yards. Purcell has 84.
Single setback, trips to the right side. Brown, quick pass, right side. Damian Floyd catches it up the 45, up to the 50. He will be stopped at midfield for a gain of about 7.
Leonard Brown now 5 of 7. Very efficient passing from head coach Mike Dongai. And Leonard Brown with 76 yards on those attempts.
Called 2nd and 4 for the Raiders. Back split, wide far side. Give Treader sweeping left, finds another hole, picks up the first to the 45, and taken down the 44-yard line. That stops the clock with 1:47 to go in the second. 20-0, Middletown leading. And we've got an injury for CD East, so we'll step out. Blue Raiders 20, CD East nothing. You're listening to the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
Talk about service.
People are really friendly, and they are very helpful. They help you find what you need.
Talk about value.
I've saved as high as $25, $30 in 1 week.
Talk about quality and freshness.
Deli's fresh. Everything's fresher.
Let's talk about all the reasons why Fox's Market make you feel good. Fox's Market.
Fox's is a proud supporter of Middletown athletics.
Make you feel good. Fox's Market make you feel good.
Welcome back. John Wilsfox, Steve Leedy, and Andy Cochran. 20-0 Middletown. Late here in the second quarter. Immediately following this game, you'll hear Lower Dauphin at Waynesboro. The Falcons 2-0 on the season thus far, and playing for the first time, if ever, or at least in a long time, in Waynesboro with the reshuffling of the Mid-Penn Conference, and Waynesboro joining Mid-Penn 2 this year. And we will have that contest for you immediately following our game here tonight.
Of course, Lower Dauphin coming off of a short week. They had just played a game on Monday night. That was a pretty good ball game. Carlisle gave them all they wanted. Heard that game right here on WMSS. Lower Dauphin pulled it out 21-19. Waynesboro played on Saturday, so they have a couple more days to rest up. Of course, they got the tour playing Cougars of Harrisburg. Lost that game 46-12. Probably the big game tonight, though, involves Harrisburg. They go to Cedar Cliff. That's one of the premier matchups in Mid-Penn Division I this season. Also, Central Dauphin will go to McDevitt tomorrow. That's an interesting matchup. The Central Dauphin has just rolled in their first 2 games, beating up on CD East 48-0, and then crushing Gettysburg 46-7. A lot of people thought Gettysburg had what it takes to win this division, Mid-Penn 2, but Central Dauphin East just blasted them. Hamilton, the quarterback for CD East, had a big game.
Aaron Jones is the injured CD East player, slowly walking off the field. This is, of course, the first year of a 2-year contract for most schools in their schedules of who they play in the Mid-Penn Conference. And today I was sitting around a little bit talking to head coach Mike Dungai of Middletown, and I asked him, I said, hey, after this 2-year contracts are up, when you schedule your non-conference game, how about throwing Berwick in there? And he surprisingly turned around and said, I'd like to. I said, well, we'll see what happens. Leonard Brown, 1st and 10, back to pass. Long throw down the right side. It's up for grabs. It is incomplete. Almost intercepted. It was intended for Zeiters, but almost picked off by Mike Goodman.
Hey, that would be
So it's
a good financial thing to do. You get a home game with Berwick, certainly would pack the stands.
I'd love to see it.
I would too.
It wouldn't happen, though, obviously, until 98 because of the way the schedules are made up. But, again, that was just kind of an off-the-cuff talk and just sitting back and a fun chat. Who knows what would ever happen. A handoff, fumble on the play. Treader lost it, then recovered it. got back to the line of scrimmage, brings up 3rd and 10. Clock will keep counting in 1:20 remaining in the first half. Now we will get a timeout for Middletown. 1:14 to play here in the second. Raiders 20, CD East nothing. You are listening to the Blue Raider Sports Network.
Experience Colonial Dining in one of Middletown's oldest buildings at the Colonial Inn. They've got home-style cooking with steaks, pasta, seafood, and their famous hot wings. The Colonial Inn features a large sandwich menu with daily luncheon specials. The Colonial Inn is cooking for you Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. till 11 p.m. Stop by after the game with the score and you'll get a special 10% discount on any food purchase. That's the Colonial Inn, Main and Union Streets in Middletown.
Well, 1:14 to play here in the first half. 20-0 in favor of Middletown. And is Steel High the real deal in single A this season, Steve?
Well, we'll find out. They'll go to Scotland tomorrow, and that's a big game. Scotland's always a powerhouse in single A football.
Carson Long after that, that's kind of a pushover.
Shenandoah Valley, who knows?
Not familiar with them, and then they've got a tough contest against McDevitt.
And they got to play McDevitt and Cocalico at Cocalico.
3rd and 10 for the Raiders. Leonard Brown back to pass, rolls right, throws, complete to Baker. Now he dropped it. Had it in his hands and dropped it. Would have been a first. Brings up a 4th down. We've seen a couple drops tonight on perfectly thrown passes. Zeiters had one earlier. Saw a nice one to Perry that got called back from a penalty.
Yeah, Leonard Brown has had a good game when he has thrown the ball. He overthrew his receiver one time. Middletown's going to go for it here at the CD East, 44 on 4th and 10.
Brown back to pass. Looking right, steps up, pump fake, now unloads. It is tipped in the air and incomplete. Treader hit it in the air, but it looked like it was more intended for Zeiters. And Zeiters couldn't grab it either. And the Panthers will take over with 1:02 to play here in the first half. Football at their own 44.
Central Dauphin East hasn't moved the football very much. They have 18 yards total offense in the first half. Only 2 first downs, and Middletown gave them one of those.
This time they'll go with a trips to the near side, split to the far side, making straight back to pass, throws and knocked down, thrown right at Corey Perstello. Jump a little higher, he could have pulled that one off and run for the races.
He would have ran to the races too, because the closest CD's player was a good 5-6 yards away and more towards the center of the field. He could have just broke that one down the sideline, and nobody would have got him. Making 1 of 8 for just 9, make that 3 yards on the game so far.
2nd and 10 for East at their own 44.
Sorry, make that 2 of 9 for Macon.
Twins both sides, single setback, Macon straight back to pass under pressure. Look out, he'll dodge a tackle, he'll scramble on the far side. He's got plenty of room. He'll prick up the first down right across midfield. It's very close.
Macon went out of bounds that time, and he just kept running. He ended up right at the fence on the far sideline.
He may be about a half-yard shy of the first down, actually, Steve.
They're not going to move the chains. Looks like it is about a yard short. So it'll be 3rd and 1.
So 3rd and 1. Stop the clock with 50 seconds to play in the first half. We are sitting on the CD side of the field, if you're wondering why things are so quiet. It is a Middletown 20-0 lead. This time the Panthers will go with Twins to the far side. Looks like they're a man shy on the field. I could be wrong. Give left side. Going to the outside is Otis Martin. Still standing and gets knocked out of bounds for the first down at the 39-yard line. Make that the 40-yard line of Middletown.
That's important for CD East. Maybe get some points on the board. If not, just to maybe stay in the game. It's They've got the big goose egg barrier hanging in front of them from the first 2 weeks.
Both losses, what, 48-0 both games?
48-0 both games.
First and 10 for the Panthers at the Middletown 41. Slot near side, wide far side, single setback. Macon, back to pass, looks right, looks left. Now scrambles to his right, flags are thrown. He'll still run to the near side and run out of bounds, losing about 5 yards, stopping the clock with 35 seconds.
No doubt they'll be holding again, but Middletown probably won't take it. I don't know. There's only 35 seconds left in the half. Getting the ball back wouldn't be a problem. So I'd say march them back.
Coming up at halftime, our Andy Cochran will be featuring all of the Middletown varsity sports and what their current progress is on the season. So you want to stick around for that. We'll also have a small feature with Matt Demme, recapping last week's loss against Steelton. Or shall I say Steel High? Don't want to offend the High Spire folks out there.
No, definitely don't want to do that.
35 seconds to go. Middletown leading 20-0. Holding penalty against CD East. Brings up a first down and 20 now at their own 49.
I agree with the call. Middletown's not going to get the ball back unless they pick one off. Make them go the longer distance. Get the touchdown.
Twins both sides, making back the pass, unloads deep down the left side. This one will be incomplete, almost picked off again by Corey Pristello. So it stops the clock with 29 seconds to go on a 2nd and 20.
And maybe Macon still seeing stars from when Welch drove his head into the ground. That one was, you're right, it was to nobody else but Pristello. Pristello would have had it if he hadn't made a quick charge up towards the line of scrimmage and then realized it was going to go back over his head. He still got a hand on it.
2nd and 20 for CD East. Twins both sides again. Macon throws incomplete. Tended on the near side for Brady. Underthrown. Stops the clock with 26 seconds to go and brings up 3rd and 20.
And it didn't look like Brady was fully ready for that one to come. Macon fired it a little bit too early. Brady wasn't watching it.
So 3rd down and 20. This crowd seems to have lost interest. Excitement level very low. Third and 20. Slot both sides, single setback. Macon, pump fake, back to pass under pressure. Dodges 2 tackles, scrambles left, now unloads a deep one down the far side. Picked off this time by Corey Pristello. Then it was fumbled, and Shields recovers it. 13 seconds remaining. Corey Pristello intercepts, tries running it back. It gets stripped out of his hands, and Shields falls on it. And East, excellent field position now. 1st and 10 at the Middletown 19-yard line. 13 seconds to play in the first half. We've got timeout for East. We'll step out. Middletown 20, East nothing. You're listening to the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
Metzler's Hillsdale Nursery in Londonderry Township has a variety of plants and flowers like hollies and azaleas. They sell young plum and crabapple trees. In December, don't forget that Metzler's has Christmas trees. They even have mulch. Metzler's is open 8 a.m. till 7 p.m. weekdays, 8 till 5 on Saturdays. That's Metzler's Hillsdale Nursery at Hillsdale Road and Gyers Church Road near Sunset Golf Course in Londonderry Township.
Well, Pristello had a couple opportunities to pick some off in this game, and then finally does, and he fumbles the football back to the Panthers.
Yeah, maybe he felt guilty. Here, have it back. You guys need some points, right?
Well, they have been shut out so far on the season. But now they have an excellent chance with 13 seconds to go there at the Middletown 20. Raiders want a timeout now. Just before the snap, they get it. Didn't like some things they saw, weren't prepared for.
And Macon saw Middletown trying to get the timeout, so he pulled a quick snap and trying to get the play off immediately, but the officials blew it dead.
Our defensive coordinator, Jeff Politis, comes in and talks to the unit. George Perry making the defensive call in the huddles. Usually alternates, I believe, between he and Casey Coble on the defensive calls. 1st and 10 for CD East at the Middletown 19.
As if it wasn't bad enough for Central Dauphin East to play Middletown tonight. They get to play at Lower Dauphin next week, which will be another tough game for the Panthers.
1st and 10. Twins both sides. Single setback. Macon back to pass. East pressure. He gets hit. Unloads. A wobbly one. It's caught at the 10. Dodging a couple tackles and down at the 6-yard line as the clock keeps counting down to 3 seconds. And now East calls timeout. But it was Jason Brady making the catch, dodging tackles left and right. Middleton had plenty of time to catch up to that football. It was thrown up there, coming down like a dead quail. Macon's feeling it too. He jogs to the sideline, holding his right rib cage. 3 seconds on the clock. Middletown leading 20-0. Late here in the second. Panthers would love to get on the board before halftime. We want to thank our sponsors bringing you Middletown football this season. The Colonial Inn, Metzler's Hillsdale Nursery, Olmsted Plaza Barbershop, Fox's Foods, ER Lady Company, Daly's Golf, and Rhodes Pharmacy.
That's a big play for the Middletown defense. See if they can stop the Panthers here. Of course, it's the bigger play for the Panthers as they are trying to crack that scoreboard.
All right, this could be the final play of the half. East will line up with twins both sides. Single setback at the Middletown 5. Macon. Back to pass, looks left, under pressure. He will be sacked as he will now be ruled an incomplete pass as he was going down. He threw the football and time has expired here in the first half. So the Raiders contain the Panthers. We have reached halftime. Our score, Middletown 20, CD East nothing. We invite you to stick around for the halftime show coming up on the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
Daly's Golf
of the season, won the rest of them, won Mid-Penn 2 that year. Solid team by the end of the season, but did not get in the playoffs. Could have gone far that year. Here's the kickoff, CD East. Treader's going to take it all the way back to the 10-yard line. I believe I said that East was receiving to start the second half. I correct myself, it was Middletown to receive, starting the second half. And Treader gets the ball all the way out across the 30-yard line to the 33, and that's where the Raiders will set up shop. So 1st and 10 for Middletown as we start the second half. Raiders leading 20-0.
Now this game's pretty much a momentum builder for next week's game with Gettysburg. They were pretty much preseason favorites in Mid-Penn 2. Big matchup.
Give up the middle to Corey Bristello. He'll pick up 1 yard on the carry off right guard. Out to the 34, brings up a 2nd and 9. Just underway here in the second half. John Wilsbach, Steve Leedy, and Andy Cochran. Tim Starlepper, our engineer, and studio producer, Mark Arnold. Raiders with a slot far side. Backs are split. Leonard Brown gives. Treader sweeping left. Cuts it up the middle. Gets out to about the 38-yard line for a gain of 3. Call it 3rd down and 5 for Middletown.
Middletown with a big 11-3 first down edge in the first half.
They've got a slot this time with Zeiters and Floyd back split. Brown back to pass, quick throw, and it is incomplete, almost intercepted. Threw it right into the hands of Jason Brady, who dropped it.
Leonard Brown has yet to throw an interception on the year.
Came close that time, should have been one.
That was his closest call. He comes into the game 21 of 35 with 293 yards, and he's 5 of 11 tonight, so 26 of 46. It's not bad.
Chortenoff in the punt, gets the snap, end over end. Shields goes back, drops it, tries picking it up, does, and taken down at the 28-yard line. Shields not going anywhere after dropping the football.
Quick 3 and out for the Raiders, and maybe the Panthers are feeding off a little of the motivation they got at the end of the first half. Or they got the ball down to the 5-yard line looking for that first score of the season, but couldn't quite get there.
1st and 10, Panthers at their own 28-yard line. Backs are in the eye. Macon gives in the backfield. Brownlee getting back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, brings up 2nd and 10. Our Andy Cochran standing by on the Middletown sideline.
Thank you, John. Jason Welch, just a few seconds before the first half ended, suffered a contusion on his right thigh. He's right now sitting on a bench with some ice packed on it. I'm not sure if you're going to see him in this quarter or not. Back upstairs.
Thank you, Andy. 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Give right side. Brownlee breaks one tackle and then gets knocked down at the 35-yard line. Gain of about 7. Brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Panthers. Middletown leading 20-0. Backs in the eye for CD East at their own 35. Split near side, wide far side. Give again, Brownlee trying to go up the middle, following the blocks, pushing forward, and may have the first down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him forward progress out to across the 39-yard line. Actually, they're going to put the ball right at the 40-yard line. That's more than enough for the first down.
So 1st down and 10 for the Panthers. Still looking for that first score of the season as they have it at their own 40. Wide right, split left, backs in the eye, give up the middle, and going nowhere is Livingston. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, brings up 2nd and 10.
Livingston, 3 carries for just 4 yards on the night for the Panthers. Mike Brownlee has seen the most action. He's carried the ball 8 times for 24 yards, but still that's just 3 yards per carry.
2nd and 10. Backs offset. Macon on the option. Fakes. Tries running off the end. He will go nowhere. Stopped at the 40. Damian Floyd right there to cut him off and contain. A little help from Zeiters.
As Zeiters was the man there, he cut off the option that Macon had. He was about ready to pitch it, but then Zeiters faked like he was jumping back for it. Actually, he did jump back for it, and he had to tuck it under and go straight ahead. Only picked up a yard.
3rd down, we'll call it 9 from the 41. Backs in the eye, slot far side. Macon, back to pass, under pressure. He is down. Bill Baker right there to sack him at the 33-yard line. Bill Baker coming in right up the middle on the blitz. And that brings up a 4th down and 16 for the Panthers, and the punting unit comes in.
It's only the second sack for the Middletown defense tonight. They came into the game with 8, so they're averaging 4 a game, and have just 2 so far tonight.
So he's back to punt from the 21. It'll be Pavone. Unloads this one down, taken at the 35 by Treader up to the 40, and he slips down. He wanted to cut it back the other way and then suddenly realized there was really nowhere else to go with it. And they will give him a forward progress of the 40-yard line. And that's where Middletown takes over at its own 40, 6:52 to play in the third quarter, 20-0 Middletown. Slot to the near side with Chortenoff and Zeiders. Backs are split. Now Zeiders goes in motion to the far side from the near wing. Give up the middle. Costello breaks the tackle out to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, the 40, hits off a man down to the 35-yard line for a big Raider first down.
That's another 25 yards for Costello. That'll put him over the 100-yard mark for the game.
They will mark it at the 36-yard line. 24-yard carry by Corey Costello. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 36 of CD East. Give to Treader, trying to sweep near side. It's tripped up inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
At that last carry, Costello, 11 carries for 110 yards. That's an even 10 yards a carry for Corey tonight.
Oh, East may be concentrating on Treader since he's back in that lineup, and Costello has found the right holes and has accelerated at the right time.
That's why I have to have more than one threat in the backfield.
Now a little mix-up on the line, and mix-up between at the 34. Double wing. Now Zeiders gives the Raiders a trips to the far side. Leonard Brown back to pass. Scrambling out left now. Throws complete to Chortenoff for a first down as he goes out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Let's go down the far sideline. Standing by is our Andy Cochran.
Thanks, John. And a little update on the Jason Welch situation. I heard Coach Roger Bear talking over to Damian Floyd, telling him to line up in the tight end position because Welch will not return to this game back upstairs.
All right, thank you very much, Andy Cochran. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Well, spotted at the 23-yard line of CD East. Backs are split, wing to the near side. A lot of movement on the line, and we will get an offsides as the Raiders draw East off. Maybe that fake play calling by Leonard Brown down there fooling East and making them jump. And it will go against the Panthers.
5th penalty of the game for CDs for 40 yards. Middletown, 5 for 45.
So it's a 1st and 5 now for the Raiders. At the 18 of the Panthers, backs are split, wing to the near side. Brown will give it right side. Costello going off tackle, flag thrown. It's a gain of only a couple.
Flag's thrown. Seemed like too late for a hold to be called. Maybe a face mask. I don't know. There'll be a hold.
Hold is the call against the Raiders. 5:33 to go. 3rd quarter, 20-0. So 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul brings up a first down for Middletown all the way back to the 25-yard line to make it first down and 12. Slot near side, backs are split. Now Zeiters goes in motion to the far side. Brown play action. Bobs one near side, caught by Mike Treader. He gets knocked down at the 16. Quick little flare out to Treader on the near side. Made the nice catch. Picks up several yards down to the 16 of East. Brings up a 2nd down and 3.
Treader did a nice job of lowering his shoulder as soon as he saw he was going to get hit. Was able to fall forward over the CD's tackler that time.
2nd and 3 for the Raiders. Back split. Brown gives Bristello off left tackle. Gets inside the 15. He'll be close to a 1st down at the 13-yard line.
That's pretty close.
Well, they'll roll it 3rd and short. Middletown leading 20-0. Raiders break out on 3rd and less than a yard. At the 14, Brown will keep it. Following the blocks up the middle, will pick up the 1st down. So Leonard Brown picks up the needed 1 yard. Will get the 1st down for Middletown.
Middletown on 3rd and very short this year. 3rd and 3 or less. Middletown has yet to throw the football. Going with the run every time.
Raiders 1st and 10. At the 12 of East, double wing. Now Treader in motion. Brown scrambling left. Throws into the end zone, but overthrows Damian Floyd, incomplete. So it brings up a 2nd and 10 for Middletown. .316 to play in the 3rd quarter, 20-0. Raiders break out of the huddle. 2nd and 10 from the 12. Backs are split with a wing to the far side. Leonard Brown, quick pitch, left side. Treader now tries cutting it up, then tries going out. Can go nowhere. He is put down. Scott Dixon, 6'1", 205-pound junior, right there to bury him. Brings up a 3rd down for the Raiders. At the 12 of East.
And Dixon got a pretty good shot on Treader that time. Dixon playing the right end for the Panther defense. He put all his weight into Treader that time.
3rd and 9, Leonard Brown back to pass, looking, now scrambling to the right. He'll step, he'll throw, touchdown, Ray Zeiters in the back of the end zone. We've got a flag thrown, and we will get a clip against Mike Treader. Touchdown will not count, or a low block. Treader doesn't like the call. The referee was standing right there and saw it. I was not paying attention to that particular area.
I didn't see it either. I just saw Treader laying face first on the ground as if he knew he had done it.
And once again, another perfect Leonard Brown pass comes back. He's had some dandies in this game come back where we're dropped.
The ball's going to come the whole way out to the 36-yard line.
34-yard line.
34-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 32.
Raiders at the 34. Give up the middle to Bristello, and he gets knocked down and spins to the 31. That brings up a 4th down and long for Middletown. They'll spot it at the 32 of East.
Do you bother punting the ball here? That's the question.
Well, that is a good question.
Yeah, a couple years ago, Middletown had a 4th and ridiculously long at about this position. ran the counter crisscross and scored a touchdown. It was like 4th and 24 over at East Pennsboro.
Now Damian Floyd not lining up the right place, and Leonard Brown uses another straight back to pass. He's going to throw hard deep down the left side, and it will be underthrown. Damian Floyd cannot grab on, incomplete, and CD East will get the football back at its own 32-yard line. 1:47 to play here in the third. So the defensive unit for Middletown comes on. And CD East still looking for that first score of the season. Panthers still going with Macon at quarterback. Brownlee and Livingston are now split in the backfield with twins to the right side. Macon, play action, rolling right, under pressure, has to step the other way. He will flick it forward. Brownlee comes over at the 30, out to the 40, to the 50, breaks a tackle, he's at the 40, and knocked out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Quick little shuttle pass from Macon to Brownlee. And Mike Brownlee gets all the way down to the 33-yard line. Just as it looked like Macon was going down, he flicked it forward. And a shovel pass picks up a first down for the Panthers. Brownlee all the way to the 33. It's 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Axer in the eye. Give up the middle. Brownlee. He will not pick up any yardage. 20-0, Middletown leading. .110 to play here in the third. Axer split. Wide far side, split near side. Back to pass Macon, under pressure, he's down. Ray Zeider's in to make the sack. Macon didn't have a chance. Down back at the 41-yard line. Brings up a third down. And 19 for the Panthers at the 41-yard line. Middletown leading 20-0. Ray Zeider's getting that last sack. Baxter in the eye, slot far side. Macon, play action, under pressure. He is down again. Bill Baker gets the sack this time. Raiders blitzing from all over. And this time taken down behind midfield, back at his own 49-yard line.
They'll bring up a 4th and 26. And looks like Earl Mosley will elect to bring on the punting unit as the punt. Probably, well, yeah, it will, because the clock will run and they won't even get it off. It'll end the third quarter.
We've played 3. Our score is Middletown 20. CD East nothing. Back with the fourth quarter on the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
Daly's Golf of Middletown caters to the average.
Have it for you immediately following our game here at Landis Field. High snap. Pavone back to get it. Can't pick it up. Now we'll try to run it, and he is tackled all the way back at the 25-yard line, and give credit to Middletown's Glenn Schaefer to get in there and knock him down. High snap to Pavone over his head. Tried picking it up, couldn't. Tried again, and just as he did, Schaefer was right there.
Yeah, Schaefer really was the only Middletown player that was really giving any effort, that wasn't stopped at the line, of course, to get back there, and he stayed with him the whole way. And Pavone had some problems picking up the ball the second time, and that allowed Schaefer to get there.
1st and 10 for Middletown. at the 26 of CD East. Give to Bill Baker, sweeping to the left side. Tries cutting back in, gets to the 20, and down at the 18-yard line. Nice run by Bill Baker, picking up several yards on the carry. A mark it at the 18 of CD East. Middletown on a call a gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Raiders break out of the huddle, split backfield. Damian Floyd split to the near side, wing to the right side. Give to Corey Bristello in the backfield. Flags are thrown. We will get motion against Middletown, I believe. So it will be a legal procedure against Middletown.
And that's penalty number 8 of the game for Middletown for 75 yards.
Catching back up to that 100-yard average.
Yes, they are. They need 30 yards to get to their miracle average. Actually, that one's going to be declined.
They will decline the penalty. So we'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 now. Middletown at the 23-yard line. Leonard Brown back to pass, throws across the middle. Shortenoff catches it at about the 15. Now they're ruling it incomplete. And we will get a roughing the passer flag against CD East.
They've spotted the ball up where Shortenoff caught it.
One referee though there.
One referee said no.
I thought he had it.
I thought he had it too, but it looks like the nays win.
I mean, he slid down on the ground and had to grab it, but I thought he kept it off the ground. We don't have the luxury of instant replay up here, but we still have that penalty that I believe will go against East. And it will be personal foul against the Panthers, roughing the passer. They'll mark it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That will bring up a 1st and 10 for Middletown as they lead 20-0 early here in the 4th quarter. Backs are split, Treader and Bristello. Wide far side, give Treader sweeping left. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown, Mike Treader. 2nd touchdown carry of the game for Mike Treader. 12-yard scamper, and the Raiders lead at 26-0.
Well, all Treader needs is a little hole, and that's what he had that time. He just saw a hole. He was heading towards the outside and saw just a little hole back towards the inside. Just took one step through there, and all CDs could get was a couple hands on him. Couldn't get any jersey or any big body parts to knock him down.
Scott Kleinpeter comes on for the extra point attempt. Bill Baker will do the holding. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. We'll step out, 10:36 to go, 4th quarter. Middletown, 27, CD East, nothing. You're listening to the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
Talk about service.
People are
Quarter.
Now, there's one good thing for CD East. They just have to stop Middletown from scoring 3 more touchdowns and 3 more extra points, and they'll have their best game of the season. If it's any consolation.
Yeah.
Rough go so far for the Panthers, but hang in there, Panther fans. It's high school football. Kids are out there having fun anyway.
Bears kicking off and falling at the 20-yard line is Shields as he dives forward to make the grab. That's where the Panthers will start off, 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Exactly on the 20-yard line.
.10:34 to play here in the 4th.
Oh, it'll probably be a good chance for Coach Don got to give some of his starters a rest here going into that game against Gettysburg next week. Don't want to pick up any bad injuries.
Well, he's still got those starters in there right now. Brown and Treader and Shortenoff, Zeiters and Baker. Twins both sides now giving trips to the near side with Shields in motion. Quick little pass. Shields wasn't even ready for it. Macon had to get rid of it. It's incomplete. Gave you that trivia question in the late in the halftime show. What linebacker for Middletown starred for Temple University in the late 70s? And the answer is Steve Leedy.
Steve Conjar.
Steve Conjar. Do you remember his two brothers who also played at Middletown?
No, I do not.
Ed and George, as Larry Etter helped us on that one. But everyone remembers Steve Conjar, man. He wasn't that big, but when it came to muscles, man, he was a big old meat pack. He knew how to stick you. Remember watching him playing against Penn State. Temple wasn't a great team, but Conjar was on the field. He got the job done. Incomplete pass again for Macon. Just threw this one up down the sideline. And he got hit, too.
Macon on the evening, 4 for 16. Make that 5 for 17 for 52 yards. It was up a 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. Still looking for their first score of the season. Don't forget, Lower Dauphin at Waynesboro coming up tape delay directly after this game. Brian Kaiser and Matt Demme are down in Waynesboro. They'll bring you that one as soon as this one is over.
3rd down and 10. Give us up the middle. Trying to gain some yardage is Livingston, but he will maybe pick up a yard on the forward progress. Updated score from West Shore Stadium, end of the 3rd quarter, in Cedar Cliff leading Harrisburg, 13-0. Cedar Cliff with Coy Wire. Just an awesome athlete. And they lead Harrisburg 13-0. 3rd quarter, end of the 3rd quarter score. 4th down and 9 for CD East, and Pavone comes on the punt again, standing at his own 9-yard line. Low snap, digs it out. Nice line drive punt this time, taken by Treader at the 44, and he slips and then is taken down immediately. Good open field tackle by Sam McElwee. So Middletown at 1st and 10.
Cedar Cliff will be playing their next game on this field next week, as they will be taking on the Central Dauphin Rams.
That should be a good game.
That should be a good game. Let's see what Central Dauphin can do tomorrow morning against Devon. I'm really looking forward to seeing the outcome of that one.
Middletown, still the first unit in there, 1st and 10 at its own 44. Treader sweeping to the near side, following the blocks up to the 45, to the 50, to the 45. He's got a man to beat, and he gets struck down from behind at the 31-yard line. Mike Treader following the blocks and turning on the afterburners. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. They lead at 27-0. First and 10 for the Raiders at the 31 of East.
Give Treader 25 yards on that last carry. He has 13 carries, 91 yards.
Warren Davis, new running back, will get the carry to the right side, and Davis gets inside the 30 to the 27.
Warren Davis had a pretty good first carry of the year on the varsity level. Coming in the first game against Hanover. Late in the 4th quarter, he hauled off a 62-yard run, but got caught at the 1-yard line, and Middletown took a knee.
Not very big. He's a 5'5 senior. Stays in there. 2nd down and 6. At the 27. Zeiders the carry. Goes up the middle. Now cuts the outside down inside the 20, the 15, the 10, 5, touchdown. Ray Zeiders. 27-yard touchdown carry.
Boy, Zeiders is like a wild man when he gets that ball, boy. He just needs a little opening, and he's so small and low to the ground he can get through, but hold everything.
I think it's going to be an unsportsmanlike after the touchdown. Looked like a late flag. I don't think it was thrown during the touchdown scamper. Could be wrong, though. Touchdown does count, but the extra point attempt will be out in the boonies. Raiders lead at 33-0. I was going to say Ray Zeiders in the first game of the season returned the football the entire distance, but to have it come back, it was on a blocked punt. And this time he had a nice run, but touchdown does count. Unsportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown. Raiders going for the long extra point kick here of 35 yards. Snap, hold. Kick is up, it's high, it is going, and it is just wide to the right. Not a bad kick, though, by Scott Kleinpeter. We'll step out, 8:20 to play in the fourth. Middletown 33, CDs nothing. You're listening to the Blue Raiders Sports Network.
Why not choose the pharmacy that does the most for you? At Rhodes Pharmacy, confidence is what we're all about. All prescriptions at Rhodes are double-checked for accuracy, plus Rhodes provides patient counseling, area-wide delivery, 24-hour emergency service, plus friendly, courteous service with a caring attitude. Rhodes Pharmacy is a participating pharmacy for all insurance carriers and HMOs. You don't have to leave town to get discount prices and quality service. It's all at Rhodes Pharmacy of downtown Middletown and 17 West Main Street in Hummelstown.
Welcome back to Landis Field here at Central Dauphin High School. Middletown with a 33-0 lead over Central Dauphin East. 8:20 left to play in the game. Middletown set to kick it off. Kleinpeter boots it, taken at the 30-yard line by Sam McElway.
Yeah.
Picks up just a few on the return.
I think he was looking for someone to pitch it to the way he was running it there for a second. Had no one around him. I don't know if this quarter can go slow enough. 33-0. Of course, maybe the intensity and spirit would be a little bit different on the broadcast if we were sitting on the Middletown side of the field right now.
Yeah, we need to be right in the middle of all the people over there.
First and 10 for the Panthers at their own 33, making back the pass. He will unload deep down the near side, overthrown. Incomplete. Actually, that's a new quarterback in the game. That is Terrence Doyle, the 5'9 sophomore, who is in at quarterback. And throwing the incomplete pass.
Okay, lopsided games are good for getting some inexperienced players some playing time at the varsity level.
Second down and 10.
It looks like the offensive starters for CD East are all sitting down here on the bench.
Twins both sides, single setback. Doyle back to pass under pressure, has to unload it just as he gets hit by Zeiders coming up the middle. Smart play by Doyle. Instead of taking the sack, throw it away. 7:40 now to play here in the fourth quarter.
Once again, a good performance by the Middletown pass defense tonight. Central Dauphin East quarterbacks on the night, 5 of 19 for just 52 yards and 1 interception. Middletown has yet to give up an interception this year. The Leonard Brown's slate is clean in that department.
Had one, though, in this game that should have been caught.
Definitely had one that should have been picked.
3rd and 10. Doyle over center, Twins near side. Straight back to pass, but look out. Bill Baker buries him back at the 19-yard line. And a late flag is thrown. Bill Baker charging in, gave Doyle not a chance.
I'd hate to see this be a late hit personal foul on Bill Baker.
I saw a Raider being restrained out there. I think it's actually going to be a personal foul against CD East after the play. It is personal foul against the Panthers. Raiders will decline the penalty. They'll take the sack. Punting unit comes in.
5th sack of the night for the Middletown defense. Racking up 38 lost yards for the Panthers.
No, I didn't hear how the junior varsity team did against Steel High this past week.
They lost to Steel High 21-7.
All right.
Heard that on Andy Cochran's weekly recap.
Oh, you know, I missed it. 4th down and long for the Panthers. Pavone in the punt, standing at his own 10-yard line. High snap, this one all the way back into the end zone. Raiders charge again. Pavone just throws it incomplete. No receiver around him. So, ineligible, intentional grounding?
Safety.
Safety, because it was from the end zone. Good call by the referee as Pavone had it snapped over his head back in the end zone. He picked it up and just threw it towards the sideline, no one around, and since it was done from the end zone, it is safety. Middletown gets 2 points off of it, and it is now 35-0. That was pretty pathetic either way. Well, the Panthers will now kick off. Josh Eck from his own 20 will approach. End over end taken by the Raiders and then dropped at midfield. Scramble for the football. That ball's bouncing around all over the place, and the Raiders come back up with it. Looked like Brian Sullivan initially collided with another Raider going for the football, and it kind of bounced out. So the second team is now in for Middletown to finish off this game.
And that's a wise move. Give the starters a break. Definitely don't want to pick up any needless injuries.
Corey Bristello and Mike Treader both with big games for the Raiders. Both have a couple touchdown carries in this one.
Yeah, 200 yards between the two of them. Treader has 91 and Bristello 110.
Raiders 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Backs are split. Flags are thrown. Tim Ebersol on the carry will lose some yardage, and the Raiders will keep racking up those penalty yards. Offside against the Raiders. And luckily they're going to not have to worry about those penalty yards because CD East will decline.
That was a loss of 2 on the play for Ebersol, so no use taking the penalty.
Now Middletown calls its final timeout. We'll step out, 6:26. Raiders will break out of the huddle. Steph Chortnoff is your quarterback. Twins right side. Give to Davis, trying to go up the middle. Now bounces towards the outside, but will pick up nothing. Back at the 45-yard line, brings up a 3rd down and 11. Steph Chortnoff, the backup quarterback, is a 5'11 junior. Raiders are trying to get him in gear to take over next season with the loss of Leonard Brown, who will graduate. Backs are split with a wing to the near side. That's Chris Rogers. 3rd and 11. Steph Chortnoff, quarterback bootleg. He'll run it around the right side. He's got some room at the 50, the 45, the 40. Flags are thrown. He's down to the 30, to the 20, tackled from behind at the 10-yard line, but this one will come back. Nice bootleg by Steph Chortenoff, but a holding against Middletown.
Well, that's number 10. Holding will give an even 100 yards penalty-wise tonight. Total of 311 yards on the season in penalties for Middletown.
Well, I'll mark it all the way back again at the 45-yard line. Spotted it from the foul, which was right around the first down territory. Third down and 12. Raiders at their own 45. Clock at 5:15 remaining in the game. Backs are split. Slot to the near side. Raiders motion. Chris Rogers.
Make that 11 for 105.
3 consecutive games with over 100 yards and penalties.
Not really.
Huh?
Hanover game, Middletown at 87 yards.
87.
And
I
Steel
stand
High,
corrected.
Steel High game, Middletown more than made up for it. 100 for a $1.24. And following up with another clunker here tonight with the Zebras.
3rd and 17. Give up the middle. Davis trying to go outside. Can't. Picks up maybe 2 yards on the carry. Brings up a 4th down. And the punting unit will have to come in for Middletown. Raiders have no more timeouts remaining in this game, although they really don't need them. Klein Peter in to do the punting chores at his own 30-yard line. Low snap, picks it up. Nice high punt taken at the 30-yard line. Cutting it outside is Martin running around the near side, taking out the 45, and now another late flag as the Raiders knock him down out of bounds. A little pushing and shoving going on along the near sideline between Middletown and these players.
Good return of 19 yards.
Good return, but once the Raiders got him out of bounds, they continued to drill him into the ground, and a personal foul against the Raiders.
I've run out of room once again on my penalty line for Middletown. 12, 120 yards. Middletown wants to win the close games. They're going to have to avoid the penalties as they have gotten in the first 3 games. If you give up 70 yards in penalties to the other team, and that's a tremendous advantage.
I think all you do is make it how many sprints, how many penalty yards you have in a game. Sprints in practice.
Times 3.
Oh man, there's some dead guys on that team by then. 1st and 10 for East at the 37. Down the near side, complete to Brownlee. He gets down to about the 14-yard line on a nice pass from Terrence Doyle. And the Panthers are threatening to score their first points of the season against the Middletown second-team defense.
Brownlee a little shaken up.
They will spot it at the 13. Backs are in the eye. Wide left, split near side. A lot of motion on the line, and we will get an offsides against Brandon Cole of Middletown.
For 125 yards and penalties for the Raiders.
3:22 remaining in the 4th. 35-0 in favor of Middletown. Big score, but a very unexciting game. 1st and 5 for the Panthers. at the 8. Give left side, big hole to the outside for Martin. He will pick up a couple on the carry. Brings up a 2nd and 3. It was spotted at, well, let's call it the 8-yard line.
Big job to be accomplished here by the Middletown second string defense. Got to try to keep that goose egg on the board for the Panthers.
Baxter in the eye. Give up the middle. Martin fumbled the football. Middletown will get it back. Martin fumbled the football as he approached the line of scrimmage, and the Raider defense recovers it. 2:21 remaining. Coming up in just a few minutes, we will have Lower Dolphin at Waynesboro. Brian Kaiser and Matt Demme standing by there. Middletown, 1st and 10. At its own 8-yard line. Steph Chorton off the quarterback. Quarterback keeper. He's going to run around the right side. He's got a lot of room. We will get a clipping against Middletown. I'm almost sure it was Scott Kleinpeter. Pushed the man from behind, and it will come back.
14 for 140 yards.
Now they'll call it the hold.
Oh, it's a hold. We'll make it at 135.
You're going to need a calculator for these games, you know that.
I'm telling you. Let's see, 211 in the first two, and 135, that's 346 yards in 3 games.
Our engineer, Tim Starlepper, working the video for this game, and I'm sure keeps stopping the tape since it's taking so long. Remember, you can catch the excitement of Middletown football on video all season long if you can't make the game, or even if you do make the game, you can get videos with the WMSS radio broadcast of all games. All you have to do is order them at the Middletown Recreation Office. 1st and short for Middletown. Give up the middle. I believe that was to Davis. He will pick up the 1st down.
And Davis picks up the 1st down on 1st and 1.